Hello, and welcome to my second mini project for Astronomy 103. For this mini project, I will be using the program Stellarium to illustrate the scale of the universe. Well, for starters, we have to understand a couple of points. One being how old the universe is, that being 14 billion years, and how that affects our ability to see out into space by the term that we know, the observable universe. Well, because the universe is 14 billion years old, that means that our observable universe is 14 billion light years, which is about how far you can see out into space, and as well as how far we would be able to see various stars, galaxies, and clusters in our Stellarium program. The reason for this was because since our universe was born 14 billion years ago, whatever light had traveled through our universe at that point in time, this can be reflected right up here with the distance modifier, like to the nearby Andromeda galaxy is about 2.5 million light years. So whatever light came from the Andromeda galaxy, it took about 2.5 million light years to hit Earth. So in terms of our observable universe, whatever came before that 14 billion year time window, we would not be able to see because it either passed by us or because that light simply hasn't reached our universe yet. So that's one way that the program Stellarium can illustrate the scale of our universe, is by showing how far away different objects are from our planet, and therefore how long it took for that light to reach us in general, and not to mention whenever that light reaches us, that's how far back in time you were also seeing, because as I said, it took in this case for Andromeda 2.5 billion light years to get to us. So that's about 2.5 billion years. Now there's another way I found that's pretty interesting to look at the universe, and that's on this thing called the Solar System Observer. If we go to that and click Control G to actually go there, it takes us to just a random point in our galaxy. As you can see, we are no longer on Earth. The sun is right over there in the background. And from here, I would like to make some interesting points about these two pieces of information right up here in the top left corner, the galactic and supergalactic longitude and latitude. Now, if you remember how I referenced the Big Bang earlier, the Big Bang was basically the start of the universe, and if we were to go to point 00 on both the galactic and supergalactic latitude and longitude, that is the point where the Big Bang happened. And from that point, scientists have been theorizing how the galaxy has been expanding. For instance, if I were to click on something far away like this star right here, and where is it again? Actually, right there. As I were to zoom in as if using a telescope, the closer I get on screen, it would be moving faster and faster across the screen. But I can only go so far, so it might not show this very well. But another way I'm going to show this, actually, and this one is pretty interesting. I'll click on this and center the star Spica on the screen. So that way, as we move forward in time, faster and faster, you will slowly be able to see the stars in the background move across the solar system from our point of view. Watch this carefully. As you can see, as we went faster and faster, hold on. Over time, you can see the stars moving across from this point. You wouldn't be able to see this on Earth because we would be moving along with it. So over a course of 99,999 years, you can see these stars, galaxies, and so forth just moving around in space. This is also a result of the Big Bang. Essentially, the Big Bang was a very hot, dense explosion at point 00 on the galactic chart, which if you look up here, these points change over time for the star, meaning that it is moving away, if you look carefully, from point 00. Meaning that the stars and the surrounding galaxies, if I were to click on anything and keep repeating the cycle, they are moving away from the center of the universe, or some of them moving closer, it would appear, on some parts of it. But yeah, that is another way that you can show the basically the vastness of our universe, because the universe is ever expanding at the same time, and over time we would also be able to see more and more stars and galaxies throughout our universe. Anyway, that is some ways that you can show the scale of the universe in Stellarium. Have a good day.